Hello, boys and girls, and welcome, Stephanie, the Nature Break Lady.
Hi, it's good to be here, Dr. Big Guy.
Thank you. And it's time for Children's Sabbath School at South Atlantic Conference. And before we get our lesson today, we have a special feature we want you to watch, but also let me share with you the message for today. God can use my life to influence others for good. Remember that, boys and girls. God can use you and he can use me to influence others for good. And Stephanie, the Nature Break Lady, why don't you share with us our memory verse for the children today?
Well, our memory verse comes from Matthew 5:16. How do we influence our lives for others? This is how. Let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So that's what we want to do. Say that verse with me. Let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16.
That's a powerful, powerful verse. And thank you, boys and girls, for being here for Sabbath School. We know you're going to learn so much, letting your light shine for Jesus. This is Dr. Big Guy and Stephanie, the Nature Break Lady. Until next time, God bless you.
Blessings.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the Fiercely Faithful Vacation Bible School edition of Nature Break. It's time to meet our last travel pal. Hi, my name is Stephanie, the Nature Lady, and our travel pal today is Gabby the Gazelle. Gabby wants us to know that God plans good things for me. Gazelles are graceful animals and fast too. They could run up to 60 miles per hour, as fast as a car. Gazelles can also leap straight up into the air. This helps them to maneuver against animals that may want to harm them. Although gazelles are antelopes, not all antelopes are gazelles, like this Batabak. I saw this animal at Zoo Atlanta in Georgia. Although both animals are vegetarian and both the male and female of these animals have horns, they are very different animals. Well, let's go back to Gabby the Gazelle. See that big smile on Gabby's face? Gabby looks happy, and she wants us to know that when I am happy, God is faithful. He always keeps his promises, and that's what makes us happy. Well, boys and girls, you met all of the travel pals for the Fiercely Faithful Vacation Bible School. I hope you learned that God is faithful and he always keeps his promises. Blessings!
Hello, boys and girls. This is Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called An Unusual Competition. The memory verse is from Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. It says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." The message is, God can use my life to influence others for good. Have you ever entered a competition? Did you win? Today's story is about a beauty competition with a very special prize. It may have happened like this. "Cousin Mordecai," said Esther, "did you hear? King Xerxes is sending his men to bring unmarried girls to the palace. He's looking for a new queen." "I heard," said Esther's cousin Mordecai. "But he's not sending for all the unmarried girls, just the pretty ones. I'm sure you'll be chosen." He smiled. "Oh, cousin Mordecai," said Esther, "I can't leave you. You've taken such good care of me since my parents died." "Don't worry about me, Esther," said cousin Mordecai. "It will be a good opportunity for you. Remember everything I've taught you, but no matter what happens, don't let anyone know you are a Jew or that you are my cousin." "But why, Cousin Mordecai?" asked Esther, looking puzzled. "Because this is not our home. We are Hebrews. Although our people have lived in Persia for a long time, a lot of people don't like us. They want to get rid of us," said Cousin Mordecai quietly. "I will do as you say," Esther nodded. "Don't look so sad, Esther," said Cousin Mordecai. "A lot of other beautiful girls will be at the palace, but remember, beauty is as beauty does. Be kind to everyone. That's the best kind of beauty." When Esther was taken to King Xerxes' palace, she remembered what her cousin Mordecai had told her. There were a lot of beautiful girls at the palace. Some of them were not very nice, but Esther was kind to everyone. The king's helper, Haggai, noticed Esther. Haggai noticed Esther's kindness to others. He quickly chose her to begin beauty treatments. He also gave her special food. Then he gave her 7 servant girls and moved them all to the best part of the women's quarters. For a whole year, Esther received beauty treatments at the palace. She was bathed, oiled, and perfumed every day. Beauticians fixed her hair, the designers made new clothes and shoes for her. Haggai gave her anything she asked for. Meanwhile, Esther's cousin, Mordecai, walked back and forth near her rooms every day. He couldn't talk to Esther, and she couldn't talk to him. But they could see each other from far away. Cousin Mordecai wanted to make sure she was all right, but he didn't want anyone to know that they were related. If they did, they would know Esther was a Jew. One day, Haggai came to Esther smiling. "Esther," he said, "the king wants to see you." "Really? What should I do?" asked Esther. "Just be yourself," said Haggai, smiling. "I'm so nervous," said Esther excitedly. "I can't even think right now." "Esther, don't worry," said Haggai. "I think the palace people and the king are really going to like you." Haggai was right. Everyone liked Esther, especially the king. He liked Esther more than any of the other young women he had seen. So he made her his queen.